Dutch crows will remove cigarette butts from the street. Every year about 4.5 trillion cigarette butts are thrown away around the world. And not all of them end up in garbage cans. Most of those who would never throw a plastic bag on the ground do not think twice about throwing a cigarette butt anywhere. And yet the decomposition of cigarette butts can take up to 15 years, because its filter contains a lot of slowly decomposing plastic fibers. To clean the streets of cities from the dropping cigarette butts everywhere, two enthusiasts from Holland, Ruben Vluter and Bob Spijkman, decided to ask for help from birds. It is known that the birds of the raven family are highly intelligent, and the intelligence of a crow, a common gray or black crow in the animal world, can compete with the intelligence of the chimpanzee. Crows easily remember people's faces, are able to establish cause and effect relationships, create tools and use them to get food. Crows especially like to pick up various shiny objects in the street that people have dropped from their pockets. If you get crows interested in picking up cigarette butts from the ground instead of various shiny things, the birds could be used as little city cleaners, Ruben and Bob thought, and started their startup project called Crowded Cities. Of course, crows won't be interested in picking up cigarette butts for nothing. The most obvious payment for the feathered labor is delicious food. But to avoid hiring a special person to give the birds food for each cigarette butt they bring, the Dutch decided to automate the process with a bird vending machine. Each time a crow drops a cigarette butt inside a special container, sensors will analyze the litter to see if the bird has actually brought a cigarette steer. If everything is done correctly, a treat will fall out of the feeder, which the feathered worker can deservedly eat. The creators of the project believe that they can easily teach such smart birds to distinguish between cigarette butts. At the moment they already have a group of crows in training, which have made significant progress. But so far, the Dutch authorities are not ready to launch the project even in test mode. First, it is necessary to study whether the constant presence of nicotine butts in their beaks will not affect the health of birds.